Hey, good morning. I'm Sean Ellis. I'm here with Dreamcatcher Farm and Forge, and we're here this morning to smoke some ribs, some pork ribs that were individually cut. I've never done them individually with the smoker. We're going to try this. We're just going to smoke them a little less time, seeing they're already divided and don't have bones in them. All I've done so far is just basically been pre-rubbed in our rub, our combination of just garlic powder, seasoned salt, some chili lime, and some onion powder and some brown sugar. But you can coat them in whatever you want. If you want to use like brisket, or you want to pre-coat them in mustard or barbecue, you can do that as well. All I'm going to do is I'm going to smoke them in a combination of what I've put together, which is hickory, pecan, and cherry wood. And we're going to smoke them for about 2 hours, and then we're going to cover them and smoke them, cook them in the oven for probably about 250 for about another 3 hours. Just low and slow, and let them be nice and juicy. And then once we get done with that, we'll just broil them in the oven to get a little coating on them and coat them in barbecue sauce. And we'll show you the rest of that as we go. But right now I'm getting ready to put them in the smoker. I've got the smoker up to about 120 right now. It's just started smoking, so we're gonna get in here. It'll probably get up to about 200, and it'll go for about an hour. And we'll see how that goes. By the time it gets up to 200, it'll be about an hour or more of smoke. So this is our homemade smoker that we made out of a recycled prep cooler from a restaurant that we used to own, and a griddle top and some cinder blocks and concrete. We just based it, gutted all the cooling system out of it, and run a tube so it has like a side burner so we can do cold smoke in it as well as the hot smoke. And I'm gonna try it later, and I'll videotape smoking some cheddar. We're going to try that for the first time in here with some ice packs. It's a hot summer, so we're going to see how that goes without melting the cheese, hopefully. But here we go. We're going to put this in our smoker, and we'll let it go for a couple hours. And again, I've got that just on a grate, so it'll get smoke underneath it in the pan, and that way I don't need to worry about it. And I'll just leave it uncovered in the smoker for at least 2 hours. If you want more smoke flavor, you can obviously smoke it for a longer period of time. It's just the longer you smoke it. If you over smoke it, it tends to get kind of a bitter ash taste to it, and also you run the tendency of drying out the meat without covering it and letting it cook and simmer and get all those juices contained in it. But thank you for being with us, and we'll show you the rest when we get ready to pull this out.
Wow, that smells good, Chef Sean. What we got cooking?
We got some pork ribs that are been smoking for about 2 hours now. We're getting ready to take them out, and we're going to go ahead and cover them and put them in the oven for at least another probably hour and a half, 2 hours, and they should be ready to go. So let's see what we got. Oh, those smell good. Look pretty good.
Oh wow, that will be really good. We won't have enough for visitors, but we'll share the yumminess this evening. Thanks for watching.
All right, all we do here is just basically just going to cover it with some saran wrap and aluminum foil just to seal all the moisture in so it doesn't get dried out. And then we'll leave it in the oven typically for about 225 to 250, depending how big the pieces are. Like I said, these are boneless ribs, so they are not as big, so they're not going to really take as much to cook. But this is just going to seal in all the moisture so it keeps them from drying out, and they'll cook, and they're going to be falling apart. And if they had bone on them, they'd be falling off the bone by the time we're done with it.
What type of plastic wrapper are you using?
And this is commercial grade. Make sure that you use a commercial grade that's up to 350 degrees for covering butts or anything. Otherwise, it'll just melt. It's a restaurant trick that some people haven't quite figured out, but if you double wrap this, it will literally seal it, so it basically kind of pressure cooks it. I said right now we've got this set on about 225, and we'll probably cook for another 2 hours, and it'll probably be ready. Anywhere from 2 to 3, depending how much you have. Make sure it's sealed up pretty good. And that's it. We'll pull it out and we'll brown it, and then it'll be ready to serve. We got one last thing to do to the pork before it's going to be ready. We're going to pull it out, and we're going to put some barbecue sauce and put it on broiler and let it brown on the ribs, which you can do. Usually you would do it on a grill or a smoker if you want, but you can do it with the broil adaptation setting on your oven. Let's see what we got. We got these all cooked and ready to go. Careful, it is steamy. Oh yeah, those look good. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and coat these and we'll get them in the oven. Oh, it smells good. It needs smell-o-vision. We're choosing to use Baby Ray's, but you can make your own, or you can use any barbecue sauce that you want. Usually it just puts a nice crisp on it. That's why it's going back in the broiler. So we'll get the broiler on. And just put a little bit. You can spread these out if you want to coat it with a brush. You can do that as well, or you can have them just dry. So you don't have to have barbecue sauce on them. You can always just do a dry rub with no wet. That's the difference between a dry rib and a wet rib. So that's basically it, and we'll stick it in here and turn the broiler on high for about 5 minutes. Probably smell really good. And there we go. Thank you for sharing with us today. We've got our pork ribs out of the oven. We've got some broccoli slaw and some Bush's baked beans to top off our evening meal. So hopefully that helped you out, and if you want to try and smoke some ribs, go ahead and check us out and we'll share some other things. We have some barbecue or some smoked bologna and some smoked rabbit jerky that we've done, and we'll be doing some smoked salmon here probably in a week or two.